Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever in the world you may be. This evening I want to talk about a couple of my bags that one of them I've been trying to sell for a while and the other one I've finally decided to let go of. But the first one, the Chanel bag, do you know, him indoors went and picked it up from the consignment store today. It had been there for over a year. I mean, talk about the pre-loved market being, you know, unalived, as Jacob would say. I mean, you know, mortis rigis is set in. I mean, seriously, what is going on? I even reduced this bag because I thought, well, look, I'll move it on because I'm not going to use it and I'll let somebody have a good deal. And it was actually on display at David Jones, which is the sort of, I suppose, the best department store we have in Australia. There are basically two. There's David Jones and there's Myer, and David Jones is the slightly more prestigious, shall we say. And the consignment store that I was using, they've got a bit of a deal with David Jones where they display some of their items that are for sale. My Chanel bag had been on display in David Jones, and it had also been on their website for, it must have been over a year. And, you know, a good Chanel bag at a ridiculously good price for over a year. I mean, I'll show you the bag and then see what you think. Now, I just had a look to see if there was any more of these for sale. And I saw one on Vestiaire Collective. And just a sec, I'll get it out of there. It's got the original box, dust bag. Doesn't have the authenticity card, but you know, the consignment store have it authenticated, everything's fine, it's the real deal. Oh, real deal. I meant the real deal, not the real. You know what I mean? Anyway. There's one at the moment on Vestiaire Collective. And it has been rejected. So I'm going to pause a moment to go and get my reading glasses. I'll be back. Right, I'm back with the reading glasses. It's just a little bit small, this, and I can't seem to... Oh, yes, I can do that. Okay. Okay, so this one, which is exactly the same as mine, is on Vestiaire Collective, which I think is a pretty reputable site, isn't it? I mean, I've heard a lot about them and I haven't heard much bad about them. Okay, now this one is only in good condition. Mine, I don't even think it's been used. It's in pretty near pristine condition. In fact, I would say it is in pristine condition. This one is in good condition. And it was 6,365 Australian dollars and it is now $5,092. Whoops, and still for sale. Mine was originally listed condition. It says this bag is in excellent, near pristine condition. And it really is. I can't find anything wrong with it at all. I mean, it's brand new as far as I'm concerned. I listed it for what I thought was a reasonable price to begin with, at 4,400 Australian dollars, and I thought somebody's going to snap that up. No. So somebody came in a couple of months ago and offered 3,250, and I thought, oh, for goodness sake. I mean, you know, that's low, but I thought, whatever, look, I'll take it. They'll get a good deal. You know, at least I'll get some of my money back. The world won't stop turning, it's fine. So I said yes to the price, agreed, you know, sorted. She went off to, you know, I don't know, do something else before she came to get the bag, and she never came back. So, you know, which is fine. I mean, look, you can change your mind. I don't have a problem with that. But 3,250, wait till you see this bag. Okay, so it has the original box. It has got of the labels on. You know, the original, you know, it's a boy tote. It's a denim boy tote. Now, denim bags have been hot for a year or two now. And I thought, oh, best time to sell it, you know. Nice denim bag. There is one drawback to this tote. It doesn't have a shoulder strap. And I know that's an issue, and that's why I put it at a fairly low price, because I thought, well, you know, it's going to take somebody who doesn't mind not having a shoulder strap. I mean, this is the bag. I'll just zoom you out a bit. I'm still absolutely gobsmacked, honestly, and it sits on my shoulder really well. And the more I look at it, the more I think, do I really want to sell this? By the way, I just noticed then when I lifted my arm up that my midriff did not make an unexpected appearance. And it's because I've done my fashion hack thing, you know. I think I did this one months ago. But basically, if you've got one of these, you know, tie at the front efforts, like that, it's fine until you lift your arms up and then your midriff, you know, decides to pop out. And I don't want my midriff popping out really. It's, you know, it's popping out days are over. So you take one tie and you put it that way through there. You take the other one, you pop it that way through there. Do that. Tuck that under. Midriff protected from unforeseen appearances, shall we say. So anyway, so you can carry this on your shoulder if, you know, if you're petite like me. It's a gorgeous bag. I mean, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is just, you know, there's not a mark on it anywhere. Look at the bottom of it. I mean, it has the plastic still on the hardware. You see just there. That's the inside of it. It's still got the little tag on that would have had the, you know, the SKU card in it. I think it's a SKU card. Zip compartment in the middle. 2 slip pockets here. It's got a key fob thing. I don't know what they're called. What do they call those things? It's got a really good zip pocket here that goes nearly all the way across. Nice zip. Zip pull still has the plastic on. I mean, it is, for all intents and purposes, a brand new bag. You know, I mean, for just over $3,000, really? There is no sign of use on this bag whatsoever. I mean, look at the corners of it. That bag has never been anywhere. It has lived its life in isolation. It's got the aged ruthenium hardware. And it's gorgeous, and it's beautiful navy leather. That's just so soft, and not a mark on it. What year is it? 2015. I mean, somebody has bought this and not used it. I bought it because I love denim bags. The thing with denim bags is I like to use them. And this one's just a bit too big for me. I've been selling a lot of my totes recently because I can't carry a tote anymore. It's too heavy. My back's not good. It's getting worse, and you know. So now, what do I do? Do you know what I mean? What do we do now with luxury bags that, I mean, there are others that, you know, I was thinking of selling, and now I'm thinking, well, what's the point? There is another consignment store that I use that have just sold one of my Chanel bags. I might give them a call or send them an email and see if they think they might be able to sell it. I mean, you know, once I've made my mind to get rid of a bag, I like it gone. Do you know what I mean? Because now it's back, I'm looking at it thinking, it's a nice bag. You know, you like denim, you know you do. But, you know, it's just a bit too big for me. Sorry about that. Just needed, you know, to have a bit of a rant. I had no idea, honestly, that the second-hand, well, it's not even second-hand, but you know what I mean, that the pre-loved market was as bad as this. I mean, really? So before him indoors went and got the denim Chanel tote bag back, I'd finally made up my mind to sell the Row bag. You know, the Row Clea, C-L-E-A. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you'll have seen me umming and ahhing in indecision over this bag before, because the leather is, honestly, I mean, the leather is just wow. And that is why I kept it in the first place and didn't send it back. I mean, it's not the sort of bag that I use anymore. It's a slightly corporate looking bag. And the thing with this is I got such a good deal, and I thought, oh, you know, I knew it at the time, you know. As soon as it got in, I opened it, I was just like, wow. I was seduced by the leather, as I've said before. And the price of it, I mean, Net-a-Porter was selling this full price at $7,191.32. I know these prices seem really strange, like, you know, why have they even got cents on them? It's because, you know, the price here in Australian dollars is converted from US dollars or British pounds or euros, whatever. So we always pay these strange prices for bags. And anyway, Nap had it in the sale, $5,033.92. The interesting thing is my Teresa, which is where I bought it from, had it listed as full price $5,405. At least they tend to round things a bit and don't bother with the cents, which I think is much more sensible. Or sensible. Sorry, bad joke there. They had it in the sale for $3,783, which is what I paid for it. And it's beautiful. It came all wrapped in felt, and oh, it's just, the bag is divine. But I will never use it. It's a corporate bag. It's a smart bag. You know, it's the sort of bag that you want to wear to a meeting if you're trying to impress somebody. You know what I mean? If you're trying to, you know, sign off on that deal. I mean, this is it. Look, the colour as well, but cognac. But I mean, look at that leather. It is just, oh my goodness. It is sublime. The Row. Very, very quiet luxury. So quiet you can hardly hear it. Anyway, it's a beautiful bag, but I should have sent it back, but oh, you know, you put put your hand inside the bag and you feel the leather and it's like, oh, you're kidding me. You know, when I lived in Italy, there's this amazing glove shop on the, sorry to go off tangent a bit, but it's all about leather, so it's sort of relevant. On the Ponte Vecchio, there are little shops all the way down each side of the bridge, and there's a glove shop. Oh, and they sell these incredible handmade gloves, and the leather, oh my goodness. You open the door to that shop and I can smell it now. The smell of the leather is like, it's just like this. You know Minnie, whose channel is Minx for All? I love her channel. She's a fellow leather sniffer. Say that 10 times fast. Oh, I love the smell of leather. Anyway. This glove shop is incredible. I bought my mother a pair of gloves from there, and it is this sort of leather. There's a pocket just inside here. Oh my goodness. Honestly, guys, you wouldn't believe it. This leather inside here is amazing. 2 compartments. Zip pocket at the back, and that zip is like butter, absolutely like butter. Minnie from Minx for All is also a fellow zip puller. I was watching one of her videos the other day and she said, you know, sometimes I just stand at the checkout, you know, and I'm just pulling this zip backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. It's just so smooth, you know, and I love doing it. She said, and then suddenly I look round and I see all the faces of the people around me and they're looking at her like, what are you doing? I so know what you mean, Minnie. I do the same thing. You see, there's these two loops on the top there. I mean, look at that colour. Oh. Now, if that's not an on-trend colour, then, well, you know, what is? Do you know, one thing I miss the most about Europe are those beautiful, long summer evenings. You know, when it's light until about 11 p.m, and it's just glorious, and you get that wonderful twilight for about, oh, you know, good hour. There are numerous ways you can use this strap, but I'll put it in the conventional way, in the way it was in the photograph. There are loops underneath here. You see there are loops there and there. Oh my God. I don't know what it is about this piece of leather on this pocket here. And I'm not exaggerating. I think this is probably the finest and the softest and most luxurious, amazing piece of leather I've ever felt in my life. Seriously. And I have had some good leather bags over the years. And my mother used to have some amazing bags as well. It's in my genes, shopping. My mother was a bit of a shopaholic as well. Oh God, I miss her. You know, I miss going out shopping with her. She was just the best person to go out shopping with. She was fabulous. Anyway, so that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to go through these loops there, which just make it a little bit different. I'll just zoom it out a bit. But it's a really smart bag, and it's too smart for me. You know, I just don't. I mean, look at me. 90% of the time you see me, I've got a pair of jeans on. And it's just beautiful. It is so beautiful. And it's not heavy. The leather's perfect. There's not a mark on that hardware. It's gorgeous. And yet, if I sell this now, what am I going to do? Sell it for, you know, next to nothing? I don't know. The problem is as well, is that my favourite consignment store doesn't stock the Row. And I think the reason they don't sell the Row bags is because they're new and, you know, there's the whole authentication thing. I'll ask them anyway and see if they'll take it, because like I said, once I've decided to sell a bag, I prefer it to be gone, out of the way, or I'm going to look at it and change my mind. And I have changed my mind about this bag so many times, but this time, this is it, honestly. This time it is going. By the way, talking of bags for sale, if anybody is interested in any of my bags that are in the vlog sale, there's a part 1 and a part 2. I'll put the part 1 up here now, and then we need to pause a little bit, you know, etc, 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 and then part 2 will be up here. I deleted all the bags that have sold. If any of those bags take your fancy, drop me an email. The details are in the description box underneath the appropriate videos. And yeah, look, I'm fairly negotiable, you know, I'm a reasonable person when it comes to price. Postage is included, insurance is included. I won't send anything without insurance. Do you know, I got so carried away with ranting about the state of the pre-loved market. I totally forgot about this other bag. I thought, I'm sure there are 3 bags that I want to have a rant about, not just 2. And then I thought, oh, of course, the Balenciaga one. Now, I know Balenciaga, there's a whole thing that's, you know, all of that, but this is an old school Balenciaga. I bought this when Caleb had his big vlog sale. I'd seen this bag when, you know, he did his Balenciaga collection. I thought, oh my God, I love the colour of that bag. I mean, this colour is to unalive for, you know. It's beautiful. And I got so carried away with the colour of it, and I'd never had one of these. You know, I think it's a city bag. I don't know. Forgive me, I'm really not very knowledgeable about Balenciaga bags. I love them, but I know little about them. You know, I've never had one of these before, and when he said he was selling this, I was like, that's it, it's mine, done, you know, must have it. Colour, just wow. Of course, typical me, not thinking about the practicalities. However, in my defence, I have not tried on one of these bags before. Now, just one of the problems of being petite is that you're sort of petite everywhere. So you have small shoulders, and I haven't used this bag since I bought it. I've had it sort of displayed, so every time I walk in my dressing room I just look at the colour and go, oh my goodness me, that is gorgeous. And you know, that's been enough up until now. However, at the end of this month we're going away for a couple of days to celebrate my birthday, and I thought that will be the perfect bag to take with me. So I thought, oh, hold on, it's got a shoulder strap somewhere. Now, I hadn't even put the shoulder strap on it, and I've had it for how long? I don't know, at least 18 months. So I put the shoulder strap on it. Hold on. I do apologise. This video is just one whole long rant. And I don't usually do these sort of videos where I just rant about everything, but it's just, you know, it's just like everything's happened all at once. Anyway, so you see, the problem about being small and having little shoulders is that, you see what I mean? It won't stay on my shoulder. Now, I could just hand carry it, but it's a sizable bag, you know, which is why I was getting rid of this one, you know. They're similar size actually, aren't they? I think the Balenciagas, Yeah. Maybe slightly wider, you know, sort of across that way. Poor Chanel denim bag. Oh, it's feeling totally unloved. Anyway, I could just hand carry it, but as you know, I've got a back problem, etc., etc. I won't elaborate on that. You've all heard it numerous times before. Don't want to hear it again. So I really, really need a shoulder strap with this. And I thought, oh, well, simple. I'll just take this off. You know, this piece here. I thought I'll just take that off. But it doesn't come off. Do you know what happened just now? There I was talking about the shoulder strap, doesn't come off, blah, 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 whatever. Screen went blank and it said battery exhausted. And I thought, battery exhausted? Battery exhausted? I'm exhausted. Ranting about all these bags. Anyway, I wish I could put a new battery in myself, I'm telling you. Bloody well do with one. Sorry, I don't usually swear, but you know. Anyway, so where was I? Oh, that's right. So I thought, oh, is it? I'll just take this bit off. It doesn't come off. And I thought, oh, you're kidding. Like, really? It doesn't come off? What? Hold on, I'm trying to get the thingy up here. Hold on. So, and I thought, right, I've got two options. I can either sell the bag, and I thought, well, that's not exactly been going very well, has it, trying to sell bags? Or, oh, I don't even like to think about it, but I could cut this off. Because, you see, if it's just that bit, that width there, it'll stay on my shoulder. But the trouble is, once you cut that off, you know what I'm saying? It's gone. And if I ever did decide to sell the bag in the future, I mean, it's destroyed its value, hasn't it? So, I don't know what to do with my blooming Chanel denim boy tote. Goodness knows how much somebody would be willing to pay for my beautiful glove leather, amazing, most glorious leather that you have ever seen, felt, and everything else in your life. And now this one. And I thought, well, just don't do it to me. Not again. I can't. I just can't. I mean, this is a beautiful bag. I love this bag. The thing is, do I love it enough to want to keep it forever? Because once I've cut that bit off, it's off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's gone, hasn't it? I mean, I don't like defacing a bag. Do you know what I mean? Especially a really, really nice bag. And, God, blimey, get on there. I'll just show you. You see, if I move the, or I could move the, sorry, just trying to get this thing on, dodgy thing. I could move this along, you see. I could move it down there. And then, sorry, zoomed you out. Honest to goodness, I'm in such a blithering state over handbags. I mean, talk about a first world problem. Really, I should be ashamed of myself. Anyway, you see, if I move it down there, look, it stays on my shoulder. It's fine. Nothing wrong. No problem. Pas de problème. But it looks, you know what I mean? It looks a bit weird, doesn't it? And I just, honest to goodness, I just don't know what to do. as much as I love him indoors to pieces, and he's always really helpful when he can be, I said to him, what do you reckon, should I cut it off then? He said, I don't know, don't ask me. Don't ask me handbag questions. It's like, oh God. I mean, who else do I ask? So I thought, I'll ask you guys. So, what do you reckon? Please tell me what you think I should do in the comments down under. Because I just, honestly, this bag is like the perfect colour. It is divine. I mean, okay, this will make it easy for you to come to a decision. The colour's fabulous. The size, it's a bit big, but it's great, you know, if you're going away for the weekend, like we are at the end of the month for my birthday. I can't see myself selling it because, you know, it's a gorgeous bag, and the colour, I mean, you know, where are you going to get this colour again? It is just perfection. Perfection. What do you reckon, guys? Shall I just cut it off? So if I cut it off, I can use it. The strap will be fine. It will look fine. I mean, the thing is, unless you know your... I think it's a Balenciaga City bag, isn't it? Oh, goodness. Unless you know your Balenciaga bags, you wouldn't know, would you, that it had a thingamabob there in the first place. See, look. See? Pas de problème. It sits on my shoulder. Parfait. It's fine. But I can't use it like this, can I? I mean, it looks silly. If you've enjoyed this video, I'm sorry. Really, it's just too much, isn't it? Seriously, if you just think all I do is rant and rave about stuff in my videos, I really don't. It's just that this one has just been, you know, like boom, boom, boom. It's like waiting for a number 9 bus, you know? You stand there waiting for about an hour and then 3 come at once, which 3 problem bags did all come at once today. I don't usually rant like this. So if you have enjoyed this video, oh goodness me, I'm sorry really, but you've got to laugh or you'd sit down and weep, wouldn't you? Like I said, look, it's a first world problem, it's silly. The world will keep turning. But if you have enjoyed watching this video or any of my other videos and you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would really, really appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate you watching the video anyway. And if you've got this far and you've listened to me ranting, well done. That's all I can say. You deserve a medal. Put your name and details down under and I'll send you one. No, just kidding. But seriously, guys, let me know what you do. I mean, it just seems a shame to ruin what is an absolutely fabulous bag. I would be ruining it, I'd be defacing it, you know. Whoops. Oh, God. Clearly time to go up the wooden hill and down Sheet Lane. Right. I think I'm all ranted out. Do please leave me a comment anyway. And if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, because that'd be great, because then the algorithm would know of my existence and will promote my videos and the world will be fabulous. And anyway, I hope you're having a good week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. À bientôt, mes amis. Au revoir et bonsoir.